destroy our brethren in that hole.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Protoss Remaster. Today on Fighting Spirit, it's going to be an off-racing SOULKEY against SOMA. What a very weird match RJB dug up for us today. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how SOULKEY does as Protoss. Top left, it's our yellow Protoss player. It is SOULKEY, the current Bonjour of Brood War. I kind of feel like he needs to win the next SSL, but I kind of feel like the consensus is that he's a Bonjour already, but let me know in the comments what you think. And in the bottom right, it's going to be a purple Zerg player. It is SOMA. We like SOMA, man. He's great. He's doing military service right now, but apparently he's playing a lot. The Korean military is letting this guy play a lot of StarCraft, I guess, while he is serving with them, which, cool. I'm down. I like it when these guys come back from military service and they're kick butt. I like this probe is going to scout with minerals in its mouth. Nope, going all the way down, throwing down a pylon, and then going back to return said minerals quite nicely. So, my money's on SOMA here. I just think SOMA playing Zerg, which is his main and his best race, is going to be enough to defeat SOULKEY's Protoss. But I kind of thought that when I cast the Light as Protoss versus Flash as Terran game a couple years ago. Boy, was I wrong about that. So here's where SOULKEY does the things he doesn't like to have happen to him as Zerg, right? He makes a gateway, and it's an overpool. Here from our guy, a SOULKEY, he's like, I know what SOULKEY's gonna do. SOMA's like, he's gonna do the things that I hate to have happen to me, which is early Zealots. So, we're gonna overpool it, have Lings to handle it, maybe even a Sunken to handle the Zealots. And SOULKEY's like, cool, I'm down, let's scout, let's find this Zerg. Because if it's a pool first, this might be bad for me going for a gateway instead of a safer forge opening. That is the, alright, that's the trick. That's the problem that you run into when you're playing a PvZ against somebody as good as SOMA is. Zappity zap. And if you haven't noticed, I've been streaming live here on YouTube and on Twitch 6 times a week. So if you want to see Falcon live, you want to talk to him live, you want to support him maybe with a super chat or some bits or a gifted sub or something like that, you can do that during the live streams. You can actually do a super thanks here on the VODs too, but not many people do those. Maybe you can. Maybe you'll get some attention if you do it. Anyway, yeah, it's a good time. Check me out on the live streams. They're exciting. Hatch goes down. Zealot stays home. Thinks about staying home for a second. Because he's like, oh, Lings are already out. What am I supposed to do about this? Well, I could tell you something. Bisu's entire thing in games like this is to send Zealots at the Zerg player until they die. So SOULKEY learned from that. Drone going for a third base. Zealot's going to probably at some point end up hacking away at this hatchery, if my understanding of PvZ on this map is anything to shake a stick at. And look at this. You can't block this with one Zealot. These Lings are getting in. SOULKEY, rookie mistake, letting Lings inside. Oh no, this is so much worse than just Lings on the outside. But hold on, a couple Zealots pop out. Zealot here inside the main base finally with sidekick probe. It's Batman and Robin here inside the Zerg base, and actually have to pull some drones to fight this. A couple Lings in the mix here too. These guys fall back. None of them are interested in dying right now. Metabolic boost on the way? No. We don't have enough gas for that yet. Working on it. And yeah, if you want to sit that back there behind those minerals, sure. You go for it. And then SOMA gets tired of it. Comes in. Kills the Zealot. Maybe he gets one kill there. Nothing insane. And the probe's like, see you later, Batman. I want to live. Yeah, these Lings are not getting anything done. I mean, I guess they've taken half the shields on that gateway, but I guarantee they're not getting into the green here. Not into the hole whatsoever. Metabolic boost getting fired up, actually. Not going for a lair with the first 100 gas. SOMA. What is this? I will mention, this is an RJB DEFCON 1 replay, which means epic. Which means the highest level of DEFCON. I think some of you guys see DEFCON 1 and think it's the lowest level of DEFCON, and DEFCON 5 is the highest. It's not. DEFCON 1 is the highest level of DEFCON. Additionally, I think it's just an American type of warning system. So you guys, a lot of you guys are like in Canada and Germany and stuff, so maybe calling it DEFCON 1 is not the way to do things. Epic translates, though, a lot better, right? Right. Cybernetics core coming in. Do we want to go Stargate here? I mean, generally, yeah, because it's really good. But if this is some kind of a SOMA 3-base Ling Flood play that SOULKEY's not ready for, he could regret making a Stargate for sure. However, it is the safest option in general, and he throws up the Stargate no problem. Quite mysterious. We'll see how this plays. Ooh, good snipe on that probe. Speed finished. It was only a matter of time. Man, I bought a new pair of pajama pants today. They are comfy. It's getting cold. And my old pair of pajama pants was like 4 years old and had holes in them and it was disgusting. So, new pajama pants for Falcon. It's the little things in life, right? Little things that make you happy. Yeah, Hydrogen. All right, man. We've seen this. We've seen this a lot. Kind of more recently, I want to say. Well, I've been casting a ton on the live streams, and so I'm casting way more games than I ever used to. So my brain has a lot more replays to draw from when I'm trying to think of what I've cast recently. And yeah, a bunch of the PvZs that I've been casting on the live stream have been Zerg players just foregoing the Spire, just going for a Hydra Den, making a ton of Hydras, and keeping the Overlords alive with Hydras. And then when you push bases, then the Corsairs aren't really useful, right? So, Citadel of Idun coming in. And at this point, SOULKEY does not know. He does not know the lair is not even halfway done yet. He doesn't know about the Hydra Den. This could be a 3-base Hydra bust push. He's getting the speed upgrade. That's an indication that we're going to be moving out and try to do a Hydra bust here. Zealot leg enhancements on the way yet? No, but +1 attack is. Leg enhancements getting fired up perfectly. Okay, so before this thing gets too much further, the channel is sponsored by Pulsit again this week. Thanks to everybody who signed up for Pulsit so far. We are hitting some goals out there, and that means that Falcon gets a nice bonus and a kickback for everyone who's been signing up for Pulsit. With a Google account or an email address, very easy to do, and I've got a bit of a closer look at it here from Falcon. So take it away, Falcon. All right, this week's ad is, again, it's Pulsit. Have you ever wanted to poll your friends about something and needed a website for it? Pulsit is the answer. There's a link in the description where you can sign up for Pulsit using a Google account or email address, and the latest poll for this week is, what is the best Falcon cast ever? It supports embedding YouTube videos and images to catch your audience's eye, and there are multiple options you can choose from. A multi-select is available, but on this one, multi-select is not available because you have to choose the best one, right? And if it's not on this list, you can go ahead and specify in the comments, because there are comments available here on Pulsit, and I like reading the comments. And you can like the poll, you can share the poll, and you can add a poll to a channel of your own. So this is for the Brood War channel. And again, thank you very much to Pulsit for sponsoring the Falcon Paladin channel, especially at this time. And let's get back to the cast. And thank you, Falcon, for that ad space. Again, there's a link in the description. If you want to support the channel, hit the like button, right? It's free, and sign up for Pulsit. It's also free. Macro Hatch here at the 3rd base, working on that +1 missile attack. Zealots moving out. They don't have the speed upgrade yet, so there's no way they're catching anything. They're not catching anything even with speed. These Lings have the metabolic boost, friends. But guess what? SOULKEY knows that Psionic Storm is the best spell in PvZ. Well, from the Protoss perspective it is anyway. Probably say that Dark Swarm and Plague are 1 and 2 the best spells in PvZ from a Protoss perspective, right? We have any Sunkens up down here? Soma is one of those players that doesn't really believe in Sunkens, and I don't know if I like it very much. But we'll see. I mean, you get 2 Sunkens in this position, or you make like a Sunken right here. It's worth its weight in gold. I know you have to sacrifice a drone for every one of those, and it costs extra minerals on top of that, but man, it's good. Hydras defending their overlords as one does. Dark Templar on the way. Oh, okay. So getting a DT first and then moving into Psionic Storm. With High Templar in production too to get that energy level up as the Adu Corsair cruising on in. And Hydra's just kind of in defensive positions for these overlords for now. Working on those upgrades. Saturating this 3rd base. 42 to 38 workers. SOULKEY's macro is looking pretty good here, but that's no real surprise. 3rd player macro when they're playing other races usually seems pretty great. Take that information as you will. And he is getting a Spire, but I feel like at this point, it's maybe just to get a couple Scourge. Just kind of persuade these Corsairs from doing too much. They're not getting an upgrade anyway, right? We're not going to see a ton of Corsairs around, but technically the Hydras shouldn't be able to kill the Corsairs unless they make a mistake, right? If they make a mistake, they'll die, but it's one of those units, like Zerglings. Zerglings should never die unless the Zerg player who's controlling them lets them die, right? They're too fast. They can run away from everything. And sometimes if you carelessly fly over a bunch of Hydras, yeah, Hydras can kill the Corsair, but it's really rare. Those Hydras should have run away from something. I guess they were trying to stop these Zealots, but didn't provide much of a speed bump there, did they? Not at all. I wonder if Soma's going to try to get off a Mutalisk play here against SOULKEY. Man, if he fires up like 6 Mutas when that Spire's done, I'm going to be, I don't know, surprised. Okay, this is where you don't have any Lurkers, you don't have any Sunkens, the Zealots bring it. Oh my gosh, this third base is in trouble. The natural base, never mind, is not in trouble. We're going for the third. That's where everything needs to go. Immediate more Hydras being produced at all times, denying. Wait, did he get the plus? No, he didn't get the upgrade. The +1 missile attack upgrade did finish. He's going after it anyway. This is a lot of Hydralisks out of Soma. So he's putting in the work. Guess who's here, though? The anti-Hydralisk unit. Well, both of these are anti-Hydra units, in fairness. Great storm down the ramp. Great storm down the ramp again. Hydra is trying to pick off these High Templar, try to kill the Archons, and you try to come back up the ramp again? How many times do I have to kill you, boy? Name that movie in the comments, and I'll give you a gold star. Zealots. Okay, not great when the Hydras are like this. And another storm comes in. 6 kills on that High Templar, and every one of those kills is a Hydra, bringing the drones back in. Look, I'm just saying, having 2 Sunkens in this base would have made this a much less painful experience for Soma. He wouldn't have lost the drones he lost. He wouldn't have lost the mining time that he lost. And look at this. Look how unafraid SOULKEY is to come in here. Oh my gosh, he wants the Hydra Den. Dude, I don't think I've seen a Protoss player go after the Hydra Den like this before. Wow, he gets it. The Hydra Den is down. Down by the river, and some Zealots actually make it out. Crazy stuff, dude. More Zealots running around. Boy, imagine if there were just a couple Sunkens at the front door to these places, how much you would be less worried about these Zealots coming in. Dude, he wants this hatch, too. No way he gets the hatch. He's gonna get the hatch. He totally gets the hatch. Dude, Soma, third hatch. He's done. That's it. Third hatch down for Soma. Third base warping in from SOULKEY. Lost his Hydra Den. Lost a bunch of drones. He's at 51 workers right now, which is a minor miracle considering how much damage he's taken to those Zealot attacks. And his third base is dead. It's gone. He's replanting it. Is he making a new Hydra Den anywhere? He's like, yes, he made a new Hydra Den in the main. It doesn't take that long to build. But look at this. 3 base to 3 base. SOULKEY got 44 probes. He's feeling great. He's got Storm. He's got Dragoons to counter the Lurkers that are coming. This has been an absolutely crazy good game from SOULKEY. Maybe his Protoss is good. Maybe it's really good. 4th base, top side, and a little bit exposed. I feel like if SOULKEY thinks about it, he might be able to get some Zealots up there and shut it down. Hydras. The good news is their +1 attack for missiles was not shut down. SOULKEY was going for it, but couldn't kill the Evolution Chamber in time, which is kind of a big win at this stage of the game. But I mean, I don't know. The Zealots have 1-1. Their upgrades are fine. They're not worried about +1 attack on the Hydras at all. They still have an advantage there. Queen's Nest on the way from Soma. 3rd base back soon. And the good news is these macro hatches do provide some level of income at the 3rd base, even if the main 3rd hatch is gone. So that was really smart by our guy Soma. 4th base up. He's defending it with Lurkers and Hydras now. Okay, good. There was a window where it was really vulnerable, but that window is now gone. With 12 Lurkers in production at once right now. That is a bunch. An absolute metric ton. Cannons coming up inside the mineral lines just in case, I don't know, some Mutas show up or some Scourge happen. He scouted the Spire when the Zealots came in, right? But I don't think Soma has built anything with the Spire at all today. I haven't seen a single pair of Scourge. I haven't seen a single Mutalisk. Anything out here is Overlords, and the Overlords are here because the Corsairs are gone. I don't know what happened to the Corsairs, gonna be honest. I thought maybe the Corsairs were still running around, but at some point I'm guessing the Hydras killed them, or maybe there were some Scourge and they killed the Corsairs when all that other chaos was happening. Don't know. Hey, there we go. Now the Zealots take it seriously, right? Lurkers are out. And sure, if you've got Lurkers, that replaces the Sunken, and so the viability of the Sunken is fairly short, especially because they don't scale with upgrades, and the more +3 the enemy has, the worse Sunkens are. So, I mean, that said, Sunken Lurker high ground positions are still really tough for Protoss to break. Even if they've got +3 attack, the mischance is huge. Sunken still hit them pretty hard, even with the armor that they have, with that +2 plating. Protoss armor coming in right now. I mean, this is Dragoon pathing at its best, right? One Dragoon sitting on the ramp, everybody else behind him being like, hey, hey. Hey, bit of a flank attack here from SOMA, too. Jumping on the Hydralisks. Lurkers getting some beautiful, beautiful hits off. Is there enough? Is there enough at all for SOULKEY to bust up this ramp? It is still a little bit weird for me to call him SOULKEY because it's definitely a Protoss player. There we go. Hang on, hang on. You got more Dragoons up the ramp there, but the problem is the more Dragoons up the ramp... No, this guy is totally blocking. SOULKEY's like, Protoss units are so unwieldy. Why do they suck so much? It's a fair question, SOULKEY. It's because when they did the remaster, the fan base said, please don't fix the pathing on the Dragoons, and so they didn't. Technically, would they have been able to fix the pathing on the Dragoons if they had been asked to? I actually don't know how much of the original programming team was still at Blizzard at the time. Probably not a lot, and so maybe it was impossible, and maybe it's best that nobody tried. Down the left side, SOULKEY getting a 4th base, looking good. My money's on SOULKEY here, man. The snipe of that 3rd base was absolutely fiendish. Out of SOULKEY. Defiler Mound on the way. Maybe this is how you get Protoss wins, Protoss fans, is maybe SOULKEY just plays Toss in SSL2, and he beats everyone. And then you're like, Protoss win by a Zerg main. Yay! Would you be happy about that? Ooh, that should be a Polls It question. Would Protoss fans be happy if an off-racing SOULKEY won SSL2 as Protoss? That is a tough ask, man. I don't know if anyone can do that. Even Flash, at the peak of his powers, when he played random in ASL, he didn't win it. He did some amazing stuff, but he did not win that ASL, so I don't think SOULKEY could pull it off. But it's a fun what if. I'm definitely Polls-Itting that one. Alright, so 160 supply here from SOULKEY, 138 from our dude SOMA. He's working on Consume, he's working on Adrenal, he's working on more Defilers. SOULKEY's like, it is so annoyingly hard to bust up these ramps when there are Hydras and Lurkers and Sunkens here. But Psionic Storm helps weaken it up quite a bit, obviously. Dragoon's still blocking the ramp. Block, 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 block. The Zealots are like, let us up. Big, and they were getting up anyway. I guess they could go around, but they weren't, because pathing in StarCraft is bad a lot of the time. Ooh, Sunken dies. That was putting in a lot of work there. But more Lurkers and more Hydras show up, and SOULKEY's got to fall back. Lings check the center to make sure SOULKEY's not here. I actually cast a game with Showtime where he took the center in a PvZ and rode it to victory. It was really impressive stuff. SOULKEY's trying to expand like he's the Zerg in his EVP a little bit. And the Cracklings are like, no. Well, actually, these aren't full Cracklings yet because they don't have 3-3. And in fact, they don't have any attack upgrades at all because that's what Zergs have been doing in this matchup for a while, is neglecting Adrenal upgrades because they're so heavy on missile attack upgrades, which is understandable. You're probably not going Ultras in this matchup anyway, and the Lings get enough of a boost with Adrenal that you don't necessarily need a whole lot of attack upgrade on them too. Not that he's not getting it, because he is. It's just not a massive priority for him. All right, SOMA, what do we got? We've got Consume, Falcon. We can move out. We can throw down Dark Swarms. We're getting Plague. These Lings are extra mean compared to where they were 2 minutes ago. And SOMA's trying to take a 5th base here at the natural top right. Oh, kind of accidentally meeting in the middle here. I don't know that SOMA wanted to meet SOULKEY in this location, but both players seem pretty okay to go for it. Archons, Zealots, Storms all over the place. No Dark Swarm. There we go. Dark Swarm on the Lurks. Gonna force the Dragoons back for sure, and then nobody else really wants to go in there other than this random Zealot who's dead. And a little bit of Storm inside the Swarm. trying to wipe out these lurkers. He knows they're in there somewhere. Yes, yes. And the Adrenalings try to kill them, but then the Archons are like, absolutely not. I have 3 kills, and a Defiler wanders into death for no reason. Soma, a little bit sloppy, my guy. Trying to expand here again, but lurkers got up the ramp. There's no detection up here. Oh, he blocked his hiders from getting in here because he lurker-egged the ramp. That might buy time for the Protoss to get down here and save it. Nope. He canceled the eggs, came up, went for the guaranteed damage of the pylon, got it. He's gonna get this Nexus. Buying time, buying time. These Zealots are buying time, but once the Adrenalings get on this thing, yeah, it's done. It's done. Good pickup by Soma. What is this? Storm drop, top right. Decent kills, 6 kills, 1 kills on those High Templar. Nexus down. These Zerg units are not getting home, but they are also not worried about it. Soma's expanding right side too. Scourge. Scourge. He unloads the High Templar, loses the shuttle, gets another storm off, gets a kill for his time, and expires. Run, Overlord. You don't belong here at all. Okay, so Soma's taking control of this game all of a sudden. Yes, there are 4 bases from the Protoss, and he has Reavers, but Plague is out, everybody. Plague is out. We're consuming. Maybe we re-Plague for extra damage. I don't know. That'd be kind of nice. Dark Swarm is not exactly what you want against these Reavers, but it does help against the cannons, which are kind of a secondary priority. So yeah, 4 bases here from SOULKEY, but a 5th base is warping in, but our Zerg is on 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4, 5, 6 bases. The economy is getting to be through the roof at 70 workers from Soma. He's weathered the initial storm exceptionally well. He can start just sending now. In a way that only Soma and other elite Zergs can do, man. So I feel like SOULKEY is going to lose this game now, but it was a valiant effort. We will see if SOULKEY can stage a comeback. This base coming up would help, but he's cut off from it by lurkers. And once again, if you know this base is here, then it is easily killed. This Overlord knows this base is here. All right, fair enough. And all of a sudden, beelining south. Okay, and now to the right are these Zerglings. Maybe wait till it's done and then kill it so that it can't be canceled. I don't know, man. These lurkers are undefended and unsupported, so they are dead. Lurkers in a PvZ, when they are unsupported, are surprisingly easy to kill. But elite Zerg players do not make that mistake. So are we really not killing this Nexus? Soma, you know it's there. You know it's there. Well, turning off one player's vision does not show, there we go, what's already been scouted, which is a feature I would like in Brood War, especially while casting. So an attack on this 3 o'clock base by 2 Reavers, an Archon, and a lot of Zealots. Can we defend it? I feel like no. Evacuate, run, evacuate drones. And yep. This base is going to go down. This base is dead already, but it's still 5 bases to 4 bases in favor of Soma. Nice Plague here from the Defiler. Run! Run, Defiler. You're not very fast, but you are fast enough to escape most situations. Wiggle. Oh, never mind. You're dead because you stopped running. Why? Why indeed? And these Reavers are stuck here, but what the? All the way around? That Scarab went all the way around these minerals, and why are we not pulling the drones here? Oh, so you can fit through these gaps in the mineral line. Okay, fair enough, Scarabs. Scarabs are so weird sometimes. Wow, so from a high of 70 workers down to 54 workers here from Soma. Revenge, revenge for that dead Reaver. SOULKEY trying to bust down this 5th hatch and 5th base. He is making a comeback, you guys, with Reavers, with Storm, Archons, and 36 drones to 46 probes. SOULKEY Can SOULKEY win this? It's going to be a tight victory if he does, but Storm and all manner of Zerg creatures here. Defilers, Hydralisks, Zerglings, Eggs. Wow, so 7 kills on this Archon, and he is dead with 8 kills. These High Templar do not have enough energy for a Psionic Storm. And almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Nice Plague. This is, again, an epic level game sent in by RJB. Check him out. Getting a Plague on the Reavers right away, that's important. But can we defend this 5th base? No. No, we cannot. We've got +3 Zealots hacking away at it. Oh, gosh. Are we going to expand here? Maybe? Oh, this... No High Templar? No High Templar here, no Reavers, oh boy. So the 9 o'clock base for SOULKEY is super dead, man. Okay, so then it's going to be 4 base to 3 base. Both players are down their most recent expansions. And yeah, super easy. Barely an inconvenience to take down this. Oh, shuttling in Reavers to defend. Have they been plagued? They definitely have. So 1 is down. And the Nexus is down. So 1 single mining base here from SOULKEY. And 9 o'clock goes down for SOMA as well. So it's a 1 mining base. This is mined out versus a 1 mining base. So SOULKEY has the advantage here. 31 drones. This is such an incredible ZVP from both sides. And again, I feel like SOULKEY, he could win SSL2 right now if he played his Protoss. But we will never know, will we? Scourge, Observer down, and a Shuttle down. If we cannot defend this, well, I think if we can't defend this base, it's okay from SOULKEY, because again, it's a 1 mining base to a 1 mining base, you guys. Trying to rebuild the 5th hatch here is SOMA, but my gosh, this game is absolutely bananas. This is a good one, man. If you're not hitting the like button for this, what are you tapping the like button for? What are you looking for here, guys? Protoss fans cheering wildly. Zerg fans crossing their fingers. Can we pull this off? Oh, that Lurker actually got a bunch of kills on those transferring probes. No! You gotta cancel it, and that's a GG! SOMA taps out, and SOULKEY does get the win. Oh, absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy showing there of SOULKEY. SOULKEY as Protoss takes down SOMA. This man can do this. Did he have a maxed out army at the end of the game? No. Did he have 1 mining base? Was this one warping in? Yeah, that helps a lot actually, but denying this base and denying this base was massive for him. The Reaver drops. The Storm drops. The worker count was 70 at one point today from SOMA, and it's down to 22. Down to 22. I don't even know what to tell you, man. I don't even know what to say. This was a crazy PvZ that SOULKEY off racing gets the win. He used all the tools, man. It was Storm. It was Corsairs. It was Speedlots with upgrades. It was Dragoons. It was Archons. He had +2 shield upgrades at 26 minutes. A lot of Protoss don't have that upgrade this fast. But, I mean, if you watch this, you could have sworn this was Snow, right? He's playing, I want to say, Snow-level PvZ against SOMA. Against an elite Zerg player. I mean, I wish we could see SOULKEY play Zerg against SOULKEY's Protoss. I mean, with AI, I think we could maybe pull that off someday. But, man, it was a 10-kill Lurker. Not bad, sir. But not enough. Not enough at all. So, yeah, remember to check out Pulls It. There's a link in the description. Sign up, and Falcon gets a bonus. It's free. It's easy. 210,000 points, 211,000 points here in favor of SOULKEY. We are out producing the Protoss and getting out-killed by the Protoss at fairly similar numbers. Structures raised, 11 and 9. And income here, again, it was 70 workers for a minute, but by the end of the game and towards the end of the game, it just wasn't enough. You can't outmine an elite Protoss player by 5,000 resources in a full 26 minutes and expect to win it, especially not when your base count is as abysmal as it is. So that's amazing. I mean, that's an absolutely crazy showing of how to play PvZ from SOULKEY, of all people. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.